What's up, Sports Wars? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we are going to talk about the NBA Conference Finals. This is shaping up to be absolutely awesome. This is what we live for as NBA fans. You have the number 2 seed Boston Celtics facing the number 4 seed Cleveland Cavaliers. Boston has the higher seed, the better coach, maybe the best coach in the NBA. And then obviously Cleveland has the best player in the NBA. And so I think that's going to be an unreal matchup. On paper, even with the injuries, Boston I think is still a better team, but LeBron is the person that tips the scales there. So obviously advantage is going to be LeBron. But with Boston having home court advantage, that's going to be a huge plus for them. I think this series could go 6 games maybe, but I'm definitely falling on the Cleveland Cavaliers side here. I don't see LeBron not taking his team to another finals, and that's an unreal accomplishment. And so, but this is going to be an exciting series. It's going to be exciting to see what Brad Stevens is willing to throw at LeBron and then how LeBron responds. So that is going to be a really cool dynamic. And this is the best part of the NBA season right now. We have the 4 best teams that we could have in this situation right now. I did think that the Sixers probably were going to be in this position, but obviously Boston had other plans for that, and they pretty much took care of business, knocked them out in 5 games. Congratulations to Boston. Even with the injuries, and it sucks that Kyrie is not available to play right now, because obviously we would have loved to have seen Kyrie versus LeBron. I think that we could still see a Kyrie versus LeBron depending on where LeBron goes, but I fully expect Boston to be there next year, no doubt about that. Now, we move on to the Western Conference Finals, and these are the 2 best teams in the NBA, hands down. Houston will have home court advantage, which should be very interesting. On paper, I really, obviously, you got to say that the Golden State Warriors are the better team. There's really no doubt about that. But Houston is really good, and James Harden is really good, and Chris Paul's really good. They have a really good team, and if anybody in the NBA can beat the Golden State Warriors juggernaut, it is Houston. Now, I'm taking a ballsy approach to this, and I'm calling for Houston to upset. Now, that's me going, this is a way out on the limb prediction that I'm making, because smart money should be on Golden State, and I'm fully aware of that. Golden State, when you have Kevin Durant and Steph Curry, when you have Klay Thompson, you have Draymond, we know they have the firepower. We know they're the best team in the NBA, no doubt about it. But I'm looking at it from a standpoint that Golden State, and maybe Golden State has been doing like the Lakers back with Kobe and Shaq, where they've just kind of been playing around with teams all year. Maybe they just haven't been interested until they've come to the playoffs, but we haven't seen Golden State put it all together for a significant run this year. And there's various reasons why you can point to that, but I'm looking at it and saying maybe they don't have that same chemistry that they had. Maybe I'm wrong. Also, the other concern, now Houston has home court advantage, huge plus for them. My other concern here, I am not a fan of James Harden or Chris Paul. I respect them as players. I used to be a big Chris Paul fan, but his flopping and just the way he goes about playing the game, I just don't like him. I don't like his tactics. I don't like his personality on the court. I don't know, there's something about him. I like aggressive people. I like aggressive players that don't really care about being your friend. That's why people like Kobe and Jordan and Brady are my favorite athletes. But there's just something about Chris Paul that rubs me the wrong way. With that said, he is one of the great point guards we've seen in a long time. And he's probably the single best pure point guard in the NBA. And he's finally in a situation now where he has an offensive juggernaut to play off. This isn't Blake Griffin. James Harden is an offensive juggernaut. And so if we can see them put it together, and then obviously Houston is a great shooting team, if we can see them knock their shots down, if Chris Paul and James Harden can put it together. Now, another concern here is James Harden has a history of not showing up in the playoffs. We've seen this multiple times now. We all remember what happened in OKC in the finals, and then we had the situation last year where he completely disappeared. But he is still one of the best offensive players in the NBA. So I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to call for Houston to upset the Golden State Warriors. So my boy Pat Brumfield, who leads our Sports Wars team and community, not going to be happy with me for that prediction. But I'm calling Houston in an upset, and I think it's going to go 7 games. It's going to be a 7-game series. 7th game is going to be in Houston. That's where it's going to be decided, home court advantage, and then that's going to reflect on Golden State. Like I said, the fact that they haven't put it all together this year, and they've had some problems. If they had home court advantage, I probably would be going with Golden State, but we shall see what happens. So I hope you guys are excited for the playoffs. Thank you all for subscribing to the channel. We really want to hit that 1,000 mark very, very soon. I know many of you have asked me about what other sports are we going to cover. Are we going to cover hockey and soccer? And I'll just tell you right now, I'm a basketball guy. I'm a football guy. And to a lesser extent, I'm a golf guy. I love golf. That's pretty much my extent, unless you want me to talk NASCAR, and I know you don't care about NASCAR, which I don't follow that as closely as I used to. But I'm an NFL, college football, pro basketball, PGA guy. That's what I follow. So now, with that said, we are going to work hard to expand this team. So as the channel grows and as we get more subscribers, and that's like we need to hit 1,000 subscribers, so that opens up the possibilities for what we can do with this channel. Then once we do that, yes, we will work hard to try to bring more talent onto the team, to try to get us more into some hockey and some soccer discussions. I do know we have Bryson on the team who's a big soccer fan, so we definitely can cover soccer. But it's a foreign entity to me. I know nothing about soccer, and I'm not going to get up here and pretend that I know something about a sport when I don't. So I'm the NFL guy, I'm the college football guy, I'm the basketball guy. And so baseball is another thing. We do have people on the team that follow baseball. I mean, I want to get back into baseball. I try to follow the Braves, but, baseball is just something I haven't followed since back in the Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire steroid era, Ken Griffey Jr., which he never was busted for steroids. But that's when I followed baseball. I'm an old school guy from back in the 80s and the 90s. So thank you guys very much for watching this video. Good luck to your team in the NBA playoffs if they are still alive, and we will talk to you later.